Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are in this amazing world. My name is Donovan Jolly, and welcome everybody once again for another amazing video of DIY investing. Today I want to dive in and give you guys some analysis inside of XRP. Today we're going to be looking at XRP, and I'm going to be covering all of the recent FUD with the SEC announcing that they are going to be suing Ripple Labs. This is really important, and there's a lot of FUD around the market right now. Many people are pointing towards bearish alternatives for XRP, and today I'm going to show you guys why I don't think that this really matters so much for price, and why this is actually presenting itself to be an amazing buying opportunity for people who missed the prior pump. If you're new and just finding this channel, always remember to do me a favor by leaving a like, comment, and subscribing to this channel for more updates. Make sure that you guys click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos like the one provided for you here. And make sure you guys sign up and join the fastest growing Discord server out there in crypto. My server has over 17,000 members and it's growing so fast. If you guys want to congregate with the rest of my community, share your thoughts, feelings, and perspectives with the market, then make sure you sign up and join today by clicking inside the description to this video. And there you're going to find the invitation link to my Discord server. On the Discord server, I also offer my VIP content like the video course and Signal. So if you guys ever want to copy every trade that I take, follow my exact long-term portfolio, as well as get private VIP videos that I only make for members of my Discord, then make sure you stay all the way to the end of this video, because then I'm going to take a couple minutes to explain how you guys can get signed up, the pros of doing so, and what it's going to take to get you guys going today. Alrighty guys, one final thought before I jump in the video is to make sure to download my free ebook. This is a study guide made specifically for new guys getting into the market that want a little bit more knowledge, want a little bit more resource to go about being profitable and understanding how to be profitable. So I made this ebook and I know it's going to help out you guys a lot. So once again, links are provided for you in the description. And with all that being said, guys, let's jump right into this amazing video today. Alrighty guys, so here we are taking a look at Bitcoin on the dollar. We're going to start off by taking a look at Bitcoin, and then we're going to jump into the XRP analysis. I just wanted to quickly touch up on some things with Bitcoin, because ultimately whatever Bitcoin does, the rest of the altcoins are going to do as well. So it's important that we understand what's happening here. Now, as you guys know, we did get that short-term correction. The dip was bought up pretty quick, and so we've pretty much followed exactly what we wanted to see here. So I was watching for this resistance here at about 23,275. Now, this has acted as resistance a few different times. This has also acted as support a few different times. Now, what recently happened was we were on top of support, and then we sold through it, right? And then support became resistance. And so it switched bearish momentarily, but then over the last night, we actually ended up breaking back above this level, and we're now sitting above support. And so it's actually looking pretty solid. If there was ever a point in time for us to be bullish, now would be the time. We do want to see a buyback taking place off this level, and we want to see continuation up a little bit higher. Continuation up to 24,000 would be ideal right here, because we have managed to reclaim the short-term resistance. It's acting as support. I would expect more continuation from here. And so as it stands right now, you know, we're still bullish. I'm going to continue to be bullish until the trend has shifted, but the trend is very obviously not shifting. We can see that any dip that we do get, we are getting bought up pretty quick. We are making it back above the resistances, making higher highs and higher lows. So as it stands right now, as we look at price, I don't think that we're quite done yet. Yes, there is always the bearish alternative. This could be a head and shoulder formation forming, and then we could get one more bigger extended correction. But the way it looks right now, I don't think that that's going to be the case. I think it's a little bit more likely that this is just going to be continuation before we rally up another few $1,000s. And so that's what I'm watching out for with Bitcoin. You know, as it stands right now, it still looks like we're going to get further continuation. You know, it's looking like we're going to be hitting anywhere from 26 to 28 in this next leg. It's hard to say exactly how high we're going to get. You know, we've hit that point of the cycle where we're just parabolic and it's just going and climbing very quick. And it's honestly kind of catching a lot of people off guard. And that's why I don't think that the smartest thing to do is be to call tops right now. I think the best thing to do is just hold the trend, which is what we're doing thus far. Yes, it is possible we could get that short-term correction here, but the way it's looking on the shorter time frames is it is a little bit more bullish, so I'll monitor those and I'll keep you guys updated with that. Now, let's actually dive into the XRP analysis here. Let's cover some thoughts and perspectives. Let's talk about all of the recent FUD that's came out so that I can help give you guys the right strategy so that we can be on the same page page together. Alright guys, so here we are taking a look at XRP. This is the market cap chart for XRP because I think that this one's just a little bit better, more symmetrical to actually analyze for price action. Now, when we look at this chart, guys, the big news, the big talk of the town right now is the fact that the SEC basically announced that they were going to be suing Ripple for basically selling unregistered securities. So basically there's this big debacle that's been going on for years at this point where the pre-mine for XRP, where they just basically created all 60 billion XRP in the existence. When they originally created XRP, they did a pre-mine. So they created all of the XRP in existence right then and there, and then they distributed that. So that's what's basically being tried in this lawsuit as a failure to register securities and the sale of securities. And so that's kind of all the FUD right now. Now, the big talk of the town is this bearish? Is this bullish? What is this going to have an effect on price? And to be quite honest, guys, I'm really not worried about it in the slightest. I could care less the direction that this takes because honestly, it doesn't matter. I mean, even if worse comes to worse and XRP or Ripple has to leave America, ultimately there's enough value behind XRP that they're going to leave. Some other country will gladly take them in, and then all of that value will just go to that other country. And so we're at the important time with America, guys, where, ultimately we're starting to see this pushback, this regulation. We're starting to see this pushback on some of these cryptos. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of other countries out there that aren't getting that pushback like America is. And in fact, they're just gladly taking on anybody that they can to usher in this new digital wave. Now, with that being said, because that this is the case, we're starting to see that America's pushing back. And these crypto companies, these corporations are saying, hey, you guys are keep pushing and pushing, but you're not giving us any regulatory leeway or understanding of what we're doing here, so we're just going to leave if you guys keep pushing. And that's ultimately what's going to happen. And so, if America keeps pushing it at Ripple, if they keep pushing it at XRP and Ripple are just going to leave, and then they're going to start it somewhere else, and then there's not going to have any of these major issues that's been plaguing them for so long. And so, do I think that this is going to be bearish on XRP's price? Maybe for the short term. I do think that that's ultimately why we're seeing this bigger correction right here compared to some of the other coins out there that are actually up today. And I think it's ultimately just because of this lawsuit. Do I think that this is long-term bearish? No, I think it has no long-term impact on the price in the slightest. I think that this is all just short-term FUD. A good way to drop down the prices, to accumulate more bags. So if you guys are watching this, if you missed out on the prior pump, now's a good time to be getting into XRP. It's actually hitting all of my buy orders, which brings me to another point. If you guys like what I do on the channel, you want to actually follow what I'm doing, I have buy orders actually set for XRP. So if you guys want to get access, know exactly where I'm going to be buying XRP, make sure you guys sign up and join my VIP stuff. Links are provided for you in the description. But anyways, guys, as we look at it right now, when I look at XRP, I don't think that it's going to have a major impact on the price. I think it's mainly just FUD, and we should just focus on accumulating this dip because it's not going to last long. Now, with all that being said, what we can say is that we've managed to clear above this support. So we held support above this level down here. This was our level at about $10 billion. And we ended up breaking out above that. And so this is what actually takes us into our next major support and resistance zone. And that's ultimately where I'm going to draw right here. In my opinion, 15 billion is the next line in the sand that we're going to be watching for. I do think that there really isn't a whole lot of support until we do hit this level. I guess you could say that we could bottom at maybe 17 billion as well. I would say somewhere in between this range here, since we didn't manage to bottom here at 20 billion. We bounced up, but now we're kind of getting dropped again. So I do think that we're going to actually fall back down and retest some of these lower support levels. And so we do have a great time to be buying if you missed out. Ultimately we'll be retesting this prior level, this big resistance that we've been watching for a long time. And that's what I'm going to be watching out for with XRP. Really, there's not much to talk about other than this. Whether we retested the level at 20 billion and went up, or whether we went one more leg lower down to 16 billion and then went up. Really it was both the same direction either way. and so I wasn't too worried. But what I can say is now that the people that missed out, they're actually going to be getting a better opportunity to jump in early at some of these lower levels, because guys, buying it, you know, around 30 cent, which would be about a 30 cent XRP, I'd say anywhere from about a 38 to a 30 cent XRP. Within that range is specifically an amazing opportunity if you can manage to get that. And I think that that's really what everybody should be doing, is using it as an opportunity to accumulate more XRP, because this is just a big support and resistance flip. This was a major resistance for months and months and months, actually years, and then we've broken above that and flipped it as support. And so should be the time where everybody's buying. You don't want to miss out on this, because I can promise you guys what's coming is going to really blow your minds. It's going to be one of the biggest bull runs we've ever seen, and you don't want to be missing out on XRP when that happens. Alright guys, now I want to talk about one final chart before we wrap this up. I talked about this chart last week, but I want to really show this to as many people as possible, because I honestly don't think anybody's talking about this. I've really been the only analyst that I've seen cover it on YouTube, even on Twitter, and I don't really understand why, because it's very obvious that XRP is following this pattern identically. I want to talk to you guys about this pattern because I just mainly wanted to highlight where I think that we're at as it stands right now with XRP, where I think that we could be at, where I think we're headed. Now, in the last cycle for silver, we can see that silver had this massive bull run. This takes us to about the 1980s, all throughout the 80s to the early 2000s. We just basically have this big bear market. And then 2004 rolls around, and we start the new bull run. And XRP today is lining up exactly to the same exact cycle. We are having the exact same consolidation here, which is why I've been so bullish on XRP and why I've been sharing with you guys this pattern. Now, it's very obvious that we've started the part of the cycle where XRP is making higher highs. This was the accumulation range. This is like what we saw right over here. Big, long accumulation. And then once prices actually start breaking out, that's when we start to see the new bull trend ensue. And that's why I want to talk to you guys about what we saw in the silver cycle. Because what happened in silver was what we saw once we left the accumulation phase was a big 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Elliott wave impulse, followed by an ABC correction back down. A, B, C. Right? And so this is what followed directly after we left the accumulation phase. And so when we look at XRP today, you know, we can see that we really have this first impulse. I don't know exactly where we're at in this scheme. Maybe this is just the first little leg up, or maybe this kind of comes in between, and this is more of this little like 2 range, somewhere in between here. Either way, guys, I honestly think that we're at this important part where we're just finishing out this first impulse. Like we saw with silver, I think we're going to get one more leg up. And that's why I think that this first little pump that we saw with XRP is kind of in between this middle phase, between the 2 and the 3 and the 4, right around here. And I think that we're in between this 4 wave right now. We're getting ready for the final impulse. And so that final impulse is going to take us a little over $1, somewhere right around that $1 range. And then that's ultimately what's going to take us into new all-time highs, take us into a much bigger impulse, like we saw with the silver in the 1980s to early 2000s. This is something I've been updating you guys with because I really am super confident that we're going to continue to see this play out. We're going to see some type of variance to this cycle. It's very obvious that we've played it out thus far, and that's why we need to be ready and prepared for this ultimate bull run. And that's why, you know, with what we're seeing with XRP, the fact that you were actually able to accumulate some of this back down sub 40 cent levels potentially makes it a very great long-term hold, a long-term buy, because we know this is what's ultimately going to be happening with XRP's price. We know that we're going to be breaking all-time highs, heading into new all-time highs, and that's why everything that we're doing right now, all of the buying that we've been doing since 2018, since 2019, throughout 2020, this is just preparing us for the inevitable bull run that's going to ensue. And so we got to be ready. We got to be prepared. And that's why I wanted to make you guys this analysis today. I just wanted to share with you guys why I'm so bullish on XRP. Wanted to share with you guys why now is providing a great buying opportunity and why all of this FUD that we're seeing with the lawsuit really has no impact on price, maybe in the short term, but the only impact it has is providing you guys an amazing buying opportunity. So it's not really FUD, it's not really uncertainty, it's an opportunity if you learn how to capitalize on it. So guys, as we wrap up this video, I want to take a couple minutes to explain how you guys can sign up for the video course and signals for the people that want to, because if you guys like what I do on this channel, you guys follow all the trades that I take, and you want to get access to all those trades that I take, all of my long-term portfolio, before I ever post about them on YouTube, then make sure you guys sign up for my VIP content. I offer 2 different packages. I offer my video course, which is 20 educational videos that are going to teach you guys how to trade using technical analysis. And then I also offer the signals, the ability to copy my entire long-term portfolio, to copy every trade that I take, as well as get access to private VIP videos that I only make for members inside of my signals. And so if this sounds interesting to you guys, if you want to know exactly what I'm doing with all of my money, you want to be able to copy it before I talk about any of the trades on YouTube, then make sure you guys sign up today by clicking inside the description of this video, and there you're going to find the website. Then there you're going to find the link to my website. You guys can purchase my video course and signals together or separate. If you can only pick one, I always recommend going with the signals first, because the signals are going to be the way for you guys to come in, copy my portfolio, follow those trades, and make the same profit with me. At the end of the day, I want to see you guys making money, and I know that by following my personal portfolio, that's going to set you guys up the best with the least risk provided. So once again, guys, links provided for you in the description to sign up. One final thought is, if you don't want to sign up for any of my VIP stuff, I do have a free ebook that's linked in the description. This is an ebook for new guys getting into the market that want to understand a little bit more of the ins and outs of trading and investing. This is an ebook that I wish I would have had when I first got into the market, and I know it's going to help out you guys a lot. So once again, it's free to download. Links are provided for you in the description. You guys can also sign up for any of my VIP stuff. Links are provided for you in the description as well. And with all that being said, guys, I will catch you in the next video. As always, peace out.